What's up, everybody? It's Extinction level event. I'm Ryan.
I'm Duncan.
I'm KP. And we're here to answer some questions for you.
Answer some questions. Let's do it.
For the bass tone, the low bass tone rather than the rhythm tone, we're using my Roscoe through a Mark Bass tube compressor into a Dark Glass B7K, running through a Pod X3 just as the interface, into an amp bass, just regular bass amp, clean bass amp sim, and Waves GTR, and into the cab, no extra overdrive or anything in the plug-in, that's just for the clean amp.
Your tone?
You want me to do the tone again?
Yeah,
For the rhythm tones, we're running the Squire through Waves GTR. We're running through the Pod X3 Pro for the DI, and then we're running Waves GTR. We're doing a dual amp blend with that, and we will be answering the specifics on that later on the rig rundown for the dual amp blend and what we're using in Waves GTR. But we're just running that straight through with, of course, some compression and some of the basics on there. But that's the basics on that.
For this particular project, we're doing all pick style. I know Duncan normally plays finger style, but just for the tone and the way we're playing, it has to be all picking.
Yeah.
for now.
For now.
Who knows what may come in the future.
In the future, yeah. Well, right now we've been working. We've been definitely cutting out all the rhythmic basses. We're doing the lows and cutting them out quite a bit. We're actually peaking those out on the mids. At least we're going at least on a 1 to 10 scale. We're boosting them up about 5 to 6, and the highs are just that balance of where you're not getting that saw bladey kind of sound. On the low end tone, where then Duncan's filling out that bottom end with that good punch and that low bassier feel to him. So he's still the bass of the basses.
Yeah.
So.
Well, by and large, all of us do the writing. We pretty much just spew out riffs. I mean, whatever we're feeling, and then we all get together. Someone will, even if somebody has an almost complete song, everyone will put input in. We might add a layer to it, or someone will help arrange it. But we all have our hands in it. But one song may be mostly somebody or another person, or it just might be a compilation of everybody's riffs.
Like, we all have hands in arranging, and what notes could be better and everything like that. So. Well, we definitely started the project as more Meshuggah tribute, and it kind of evolved into creating our own riffs. And also, I didn't have the 7 or 8 string at the time, so Duncan and I here both agreed when we initially started it up to just go all bass, and we just stumbled across a tone in the studio, and
It sounded good.
It sounded good, so
Why not?
then we added KP on there, and yeah, that.
The running joke is, how much lower can you tune guitars? And I like the extended scale stuff, but I do agree that sometimes it can get really ridiculous. And so many people say, well, why don't you just get a bass? And I think we took that literally. So we were just like, well, okay, I'm a guitar player, he's a guitar player, so we're not really bass players.
No.
We're just playing on an electric bass guitar to play this music.
Definitely. So it feels like it achieves that goal, and it ended up being something really unique in the studio. So we were like, let's run with this. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Favorite bassists? There's a lot of them. Les Claypool, of course. Can't not like Primus if you're a bass player. Uehara Futoshi from Maximum Hormone, even though he's basically just Japanese Flea. I like his style. Those are two of my biggest influences, even though they don't really show up in this music, because they play mostly slap style. But, might hear some of that some other time.
I'd say Michael Manring. I really enjoy his hyper bass work, and fretless work actually. But once again, hey, maybe we will have fretless in the future in ELE. You never know. But KP.
I think my top two would definitely be Nolly from Periphery and Alex Webster from Cannibal Corpse. Even though I don't play fingerstyle, I've always been a really big fan of his bass playing and his tone. Personally, I think it's a compliment. I mean,
Yeah.
we're not trying to be Meshuggah. We are doing our own thing. I mean, there are parallels because they are such a big influence on us. But this is just the first album cycle. I mean, there's no telling what how we're gonna sound sonically on the next set of songs or records or whatever. And I mean, I don't think it's a hindrance. I think that's part of our appeal is because it's familiar.
Yeah, I feel the same. Meshuggah's it's a compliment. I've been admiring Meshuggah and all those guys for years, so I feel the same way. And it's a fun comparison, but also, like you said, the ideas that we have using the basses moving forward, especially with the layering and the things that we're going to be doing with them, I think well, at least we hope that it will set us apart.
That would be only Duncan.
Yeah.
Yes. No. No.
Yes. Yes. No. No.
Yes. No. No.
Yeah. I've been a guitarist for 15 plus years now, so I never would have imagined that I would be recognized for bass playing.
Same here. Spent all that money on really nice guitar gear.
Yeah.
Now I got a bass.
See, I'm in the right place for this.
Yeah.
We all
help each other since bass players unite. I would say 90s Jenko pants. That's how much I feel like exploding.
That's all I have to say. Just
I got a 6.
About 6. 6.
Six.
Okay.
Realistic.
Good.
Yeah.
all right.